If you're looking at moving here to Bellingham, or if you're already here and you want to build your dream house, and not only do you want to be in a development with 1 acre lots, private, gated, and very luxurious, well, let me introduce to you Denali Ridge. Hey everyone, welcome to the Living in Bellingham YouTube channel. My name is Aldo, a local realtor here in Bellingham. And now we are in Denali Ridge, the newest development that is happening here in Bellingham. It's not directly here in the city, it's 10 minutes away from the actual town, and it's a phenomenal location because it's on East Axton Road. And like I said, 10 minutes, just a straight shot down Hannigan, 50 miles an hour, 2 lights until you actually hit Barclay Village or to actually in town in Bellingham, making this location really, really nice. I live actually 5 minutes south of here, and it takes me 5 minutes to get into Bellingham, so the location here is unbeatable. Denali Ridge, phenomenal location. Now stay tuned to the end of the video. So as you can see behind me, there are buildings in here as we speak. But I want to show you a house that has actually been completed for sale, and I want to show you what the quality and what you can expect for homes in here. Now there's 13 total lots in Denali Ridge, and there's about 7 available left. Now there are some owners in here who have bought. They're going to live in here. There are one builder that is going to build in here as well. So if the lots don't sell, so the developer will go ahead and build out 1 to 2 houses per year if the lots aren't selling. So you can come in and buy a lot, build your dream home. There is a possibility for pre-sales here in Denali Ridge. Let me know if that's something that's interested into you, and then that way we can get you that correct information on what that would be like if you want to do a pre-sale in here. You will be able to buy a house in here as well, as long as it's finished and it's going to be on the market. So let me know if you're interested in something like that as well. Most likely though, these lots are out for sale. That way, if you are wanting to build a house, if you're looking at having a dream home, you want 1 acre to 1.5 acres near Bellingham. Yes, I know the construction and all of that can actually be a little bit hard and difficult when you're thinking about it. My wife and I, we built our house. Yes, there's a lot more to it, but we can connect you with the right people to get you into a lot here. Septic system has been already done. The perk testing has been approved. Now the septic design has to be finalized depending how many bedrooms that you guys will actually have and depending on the size of the home. That being said, the lots here are gonna be about $400,000. They've ranged from $380,000 to about $410,000 from 1 acre to 1.5 acres. Now, essentially these lots, they're not officially permit ready, but the setbacks have been there, the septic perk tests have been done. You're just gonna have to get a land use consultant, a designer, an architect to make sure what you wanna build, you can build it and where you wanna place it there as well. So utilities here are gonna be fairly inexpensive. So you're gonna have your septic design, so there's your sewer. And then when it comes to water, you will be on a water association, on Deer Creek Water Association. It's probably gonna cost you maybe about 50 bucks a month, which is gonna be pretty nice. Of course, you're gonna have your electric bills and then whatever else you may need. Now, it does have an HOA. Like I said, again, this isn't a gated community. As you enter, you're gonna come into the gates and it's gonna say Denali Ridge on it. The gates will open up. It's super pretty. Again, this is going to be a higher standard of living and more private, exclusive neighborhood compared to anything that you're gonna probably find here in Bellingham. Now, the HOA is about $224 a month. Yes, it is high. Again, a higher standard, exclusive neighborhood here in Bellingham. That's gonna cover maintenance. That's gonna also cover some landscaping and keeping the gate available and making sure everything is smooth, snow removal. And there is some landscaping around the area that's gonna keep it more private and more secluded. So that's also gonna be taken care of as well. So if I haven't used the word exclusive and luxurious enough, there are going to be requirements of building a house here in this development. Now, the CCNRs are fairly strict. Of course, you're going to have homes here that are going to be ranging anywhere from probably 1.4 up to $2 million, probably, if not more, depending on the size and depending on the quality of finishes. But there is gonna be a minimum requirement of 3,000 square feet. So if you're looking at building a house, yes, you're gonna have to know that you're buying this lot for 400,000. To build a 3,000 square foot house, you're probably at least $1 million. I mean, I would say minimum. And then from there, it depends how much bigger you want and then how well the finishes that you're gonna have. So there's definitely gonna be some requirements like that. The board will have to approve your plans. Most likely, I know that sounds scary, but it's gonna be not as bad. They just don't want you to build a house and then all of a sudden you're gonna paint it red, or you're gonna put it bright pink, or put Seahawks or something all over the house. So it's gonna be fairly nice. There's probably gonna be a lot of craftsman, modern craftsman homes here in the area, because that's where we're at, is we're Northwest Craftsman up here. So that is gonna be some requirements. So let us know if this is something that you guys want information on. Like I said, there's 7 lots available. A pre-sale, that would be, in my opinion, if you're not gonna build a house, because you do have to get a construction loan and you have to do 20% down, a pre-sale would be a really good way to go about it. There's probably gonna be some non-refundable earnest money that will have to be deposited. I don't know how much, but let us know. Phenomenal location. Denali Ridge is gonna be really, really nice once it's all built out, exclusive. So let's go into one of the houses right now. It's about 3,000 square feet and listed around $1.4 million. Super nice, custom. The home builder in that one was built by Everkept Construction, and they're the builders that actually built my wife and I's house here just a few years ago, and they did a really, really good job. So let's go take a look. Okay, so this is 5712 Denali Court. As you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful house. I absolutely love what they did with it on an acre lot, big front yard, and then we'll see the back. The nice thing about this one here is that you will have a little bit of a green space here as well. And then actually there's gonna be one more lot just right at the end here. And then actually that was a project that somebody ended up buying, and then they were about to build, and then they found a home that was a little bit different that they wanted to, ended up buying somewhere out of state. And then, so that lot right there actually is for sale with the project. So that's all ready to go. But here, for those of you that are thinking like, hey, I want more land, I get it. Trust me, my house is on an acre and it's a lot. So for those of you that want a lot of land, I mean, mowing takes a lot, yard work, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, it just takes so much work, especially if you have kids. But I think what they did with this house, picking out the colors, picking out everything, the finishes in here, were 10 out of 10. So let's go as we walk in here and brighten things up for you. Okay, so as you walk in, this is what it's like in some of these houses. Well, at least this one at LA. I mean, this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous living area, 3,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms with an office. I mean, just super spot on. I love what they did with the ceilings. I mean, you got probably 12-foot ceilings up above as well. Nice entry, the light fixtures. I mean, this is the kitchen over here as well. So they definitely got it right here. The finishes and what they did are amazing. I love how they did this fireplace right here on the ground level, as well with all of this lighting, the underneath LED lighting, which is pretty sweet. And that's what you kind of need in houses like this. So now this is the office area. So not too big, really. In my opinion, could have been a little bit bigger, but it's just, I think it's still really nice. And then what they ended up doing here as well is you're gonna start seeing a lot of these windows in this design are gonna be somewhat of that ground all the way up to the ceiling sort of windows. You're gonna see that upstairs as well. And I really, really love that. So here's a view of what it looks like from this side. Gorgeous, 1.4 million. This house, I absolutely just connect with. It's timeless, it's nothing too modern, nothing crazy. You don't have crazy colors or just really eccentric. And I know some people like that. For me personally, I love the whole timeless sort of feel to homes. And then this is going to be the primary bedroom. And then this will also be the primary bathroom as well. You can see the LED lighting underneath there as well, which I love. So if I were to turn all this stuff off here, I mean, just kind of gives you that cool glow. I know the video probably doesn't do justice, but just has a really awesome feel to it. Nice big mirror all the way around. Cool little light features above there. Quartz countertops, and then also this here, quartz countertops. So this is almost 3 inches thick. So this is, for me, this is almost what, almost 4 fingers thick. So they definitely spent a lot of money on the finishes with the tile and the marble inside with your bathtub, and then your glass shower, making it spot on. The shower, I think, is a good size. Could have been a little bit bigger. It's always tricky for the bathtub. I don't know if people love baths anymore, whether you get a hot tub outside or whatnot. Obviously closed-in toilet, and then this is going to be the closet, which I think they did a good job on it as well. Custom closet. This is a great size for a closet. So you're gonna definitely have a lot of room for whoever's living here, his, her, or whatever. You're gonna have plenty of room. Again, here's that window, which I don't know why I'm obsessed with, but it's that like ground to ceiling window. It just makes everything super cool and just everything pops for sure. So let's go back out to the living room. So walking here, this is the living room. Now those do open up and they go out to the back. So I'll show you that here in a second, but let's focus on the kitchen here. This here, nice 7-foot island. I love the flooring as well. It's pretty nice, light laminate flooring. Quartz countertops again, nice range. You got the upgraded signature series here for that, the appliances, and then you have the underneath lighting, as you can see, which makes it really nice. And then you're just gonna have soft close. Everything just is put together. And then here's your sink in the middle. And then you will have your dining area right here. It's a very large dining area, which makes it nice because you can have a 6-7 foot table, plenty of space for those big gatherings, have a nice little view of the outside here. Beautiful. So we'll go pop there here in just a second. So this, obviously, this is on septic. You will have propane, and then you have that water share. But here is the pantry. Here's the refrigerator that you have extra. It's not a full butler's pantry, but it definitely, this pantry is nice. And it's not something you're gonna find in a lot of new construction homes, let alone spec homes for sure. Here you're gonna have the covered patio, and then you're gonna have the infrared heating there up above, making it really nice for any of those cold mornings or evenings. Again, you're on an acre, so this is your whole entire backyard. Plenty of time to mow back here. I can tell you if you might need a small riding lawnmower, because this is probably gonna take you about 40 minutes if you're doing it all by hand, just the backyard, not the front yard. But you can see here's a view of the back of the house. So let's go upstairs, or let me show you the rest of the house. Let's go down here and we'll go finish upstairs. Okay, so here's the view you're coming in from the back. So this is what this looks like. And then you're gonna have an extra bathroom, and your laundry is gonna be down here as well. So this is the bathroom, really cool little features that they did. The designers are not the builders. So they actually spent whatever, $15,000, $20,000 to have a designer come in and actually design this house. And here's the washer and dryer. Love the stackables, plenty of counter space, LED lighting underneath, as you can see as well, a sink, tile floors. They did a good job. And with a little bit of a mud area too. You can come, put your shoes away for the kids, and then you have places to hang your coats, your backpacks, little cubby storage, whatever you need there. And here is the 2-car garage here as well. Now, going up the stairs, you will have lighting here in the stairs that I forgot to turn on, but this here is all metal. This is all metal railing. It's nothing, it's gonna be probably aluminum, but it's super nice, and it's gonna be durable, nothing cheap in this house as well. And then right above the garage, you will see that they will have this huge bonus area and plenty of space to make it into a bigger office, a playroom, anything, another bedroom if you need to. And then here again, this is the ground to ceiling windows that I'm obsessed with. And then you're gonna have 2 bedrooms up here. They're gonna be really good space. This one in here, is one of them. They're just gonna be identical. Again, let me just kind of get you a closer view of, I don't know why, but just how cool. You don't see this, you never see these sort of windows in houses. So I think they did a really good design on it. Now, if you're parents, that might freak you out a little bit like they do for us. We don't have them in our house, but I know how windows on the second story can freak people out. So that's definitely something to kind of keep aware of, but it's still pretty sweet. Now here is the guest bedroom, or excuse me, the guest bathroom. Same thing, great floors, tile. I think they could have done 2 vanities. I don't know why they didn't, but I think because this door opens up to here, that's maybe the problem, but cubbies for your towels, and then your shower here. And then this tile, I think, is pretty cool. It's got like, it's like kind of like a greenish tint, bluish sort of tile in there to making it pop as well. And then by finishing it off, we're just going into this opposite bedroom, the exact same one, just opposite side. And this one is what faces the front of the house, and this is kind of your view here. All right guys, so that's the tour. This is Denali Ridge. Again, you know, lots in here, about 400,000. This home that we're currently in is about 1.4 million. They're gonna range in between that and about 2 million. $224 a month for your HOA fees. I know, I get it, it is expensive. Again, this is a very exclusive neighborhood and area. So if you're looking at something in here, it's gonna definitely be more for a particular sort of buyer slash homeowner that wants privacy, that wants to be a little bit tucked away. Phenomenal location. I cannot talk about location enough when it comes to this, and I wish the people that are looking at something like this, I can just tour them around because they're gonna see how great and how quick it is to get into Bellingham. So once again, guys, my name's Aldo. I'm with the Levain Real Estate team here in Bellingham with Windermere. So if you're looking at buying a house, whether it's here in Denali Ridge or somewhere else in Bellingham, Whatcom County, reach out to us. I've already sat down and had Zoom calls with a handful of people in the last 45 days that are actually moving here to the area in 2026. Some of them are moving here in January, and some of them won't be here until the middle of the summer. So wherever your timeline might be, even if it is in 2027, and later in 2026, reach out to myself. We'd love the opportunity to chat with you, answer any questions, go through what's happening in our market, showing you a little bit more on what to do, what Bellingham is like that we can't really sometimes portray in our 20 or 30-minute video. So again, guys, reach out to us, shoot us a text, email, call, whatever it may be. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy these videos, and we'll see you next time.